Hi, I am Dr. Jake, part of an elite group of ICE 50 avatars to present this interesting lecture on Surcharge by ICE 50 partner, ELAVON. Given the number of credit cards in people's wallets, it is surprising that some businesses still limit acceptance or choose not to accept them at all. Businesses usually shy away from credit card acceptance due to the processing costs, which typically range between 1% to 3.5% of the purchase price. With credit card surcharging gaining a footing in many U.S. states, it may be time for these businesses to reconsider their credit card acceptance practices. For over a decade, government agencies have been able to offset credit card fees through service fee programs. Service fee programs enable government agencies to pass a portion of the cost of credit card acceptance to the cardholder. As a result, government agencies started taking credit cards as a form of payment, making it easier for citizens to pay for fines, taxes, and other services. Expand credit card acceptance. Today, surcharging is allowed under the card brand regulations in 47 states. Businesses that traditionally have limited the acceptance of credit card payments have implemented surcharging to meet customer demand while offsetting the associated acceptance fees. Unlike other forms of surcharging that are universally applied, credit card surcharges can be avoided by the cardholder by simply choosing a lower-cost payment method, such as a debit card, ACH, e-check, and cash transactions. Surcharging typically only amounts to a few cents on the dollar and can be a success if communicated appropriately to customers. Communication is key to success. While the card brands and regulatory organizations have established disclosure requirements for cardholder fees, such as government service fees and credit card surcharges, it is not always sufficient. Surcharging laws can vary by state, but businesses at a minimum must alert customers about credit card surcharges at the store entrance and the point of sale or on the home page if the merchant does business on the internet. The disclosure must include the amount of the surcharge, the fact that the fee is being charged by the business, and that the fee does not exceed the business's cost to accept the credit card payment. Finally, the transaction receipt must include the dollar amount of the surcharge on the transaction receipt. How you communicate surcharging can also make a difference. Communicating that surcharging helps your business control costs associated with credit card acceptance can help put customers at ease with the practice. If your business relies on recurring patrons, you may wish to extend a courtesy notification to existing customers to let them know you plan to start accepting credit cards and about the surcharge fee that will be applied. But most importantly, reminding them that debit cards, ACH, e-check, and cash payments are not subject to surcharges can enable them to select the payment option which makes most sense for them. Getting started. Surcharging is one of the ways businesses can optimize the cost of accepting payments. In addition to surcharging, companies can reduce costs through debit card optimization, commercial card optimization, and chargeback management. Identifying the opportunities to optimize transaction processing within a large organization can be complex, which is why it's important to work with your payment processor to analyze your card payment data across all your environments. That's where we can help. Legal release. The views expressed in this article do not necessarily reflect those of ICE 50. One must consult with their legal and financial representatives for any and all legal advice.